Guys, we are going to get into my business today. Hi guys, good morning. It's morning. I don't know when you'll see this video. You'll probably see it in the afternoon, but anyways, or in the evening. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Danelle. If you're new here, I'm Jamaican living in Switzerland, and if you have been here, welcome again. So on this channel, I'm just basically sharing my experiences with you about food, culture, and the beautiful Switzerland and anywhere I visit. So anyways, today we're going to Zurich again, and we're going by train. So I have some business to do in Zurich, and I thought it's a good idea to take you along to a friend's cafe. But unfortunately, I didn't check my plan properly, so they're not open today. So we'll have to do that another day. It's a really cool cafe. They serve coffee in ice cream cone, so it's just for the winter period. So anyways, we're not doing that. I thought I'll take the time to sit with you guys and answer some questions you've been asking. I've gotten a lot of questions in the comment section and also on IG, so I'm going to address some of those questions now. But let me get to the train, sit down, take my jacket off, eat some breakfast, and then we'll talk. Alright, see you guys soon. Bye bye. Alright, so the first question: do you live in Switzerland or are you on vacation? Okay. I guess the person who asked that question is not very frequent on the channel. So I live in Switzerland, and I've been living here since 2014. Left for 2 years to go finish my degree in the UK, but I was in and out. I didn't leave for straight 2 years. So I'm here now for 6.5 years. So I do live here. Okay, on to question number 2. You sound Trini or Tobagonian or somewhere in the Caribbean. Where are you from? I think I've said this multiple times. I'm a Jamaican woman living in Switzerland, so I'm originally from Jamaica. However, I studied in Trinidad for 4 years. Well, I lived, yeah, you might be thinking, what university did you go? You were there for 4 years, then you went to England for 2 more years to finish. So yeah, that's I'm Jamaican. That's the question. Okay, so the next question, number 3. What foreign languages are used in Switzerland, and are you able to get around with using mainly English? In Switzerland, there are 4 languages that are spoken. So you have the Swiss German, the French part where they speak French, the Italian part, and there's a Romanic language. I'm not really sure if I'm saying it correctly, but I'll find that out and put it here so you can see it. I think I've mentioned this in another video before. It completely depends on where in Switzerland you live. You might be able to get around with English if you're in Zurich area. Also, all depends on the type of job you do. If you're in IT, there are lots of international companies, so you'll get around just fine in Zurich area. I cannot speak for Geneva, for Tessin, that the Italian side. I cannot speak for anywhere else, but in Zurich area you can get around quite fine. However, the Swiss really appreciate when you try to speak their language, whichever part you are. So if it's in the Swiss German side, yeah, it's appreciated. Where I live in the village, you don't really get around. You can't get like a job with only English. You have to speak the language. Number 4, do you need a visa for Switzerland? Again, it depends on where you are. There are some people talking in the background, but however, we'll continue. We'll plunge on. It depends on where you are in what's the question? Do you need a visa? Right, it depends on where you are in the world. Some places in the Caribbean, they don't need a visa. So Switzerland is a part of the Schengen area, and that means that includes like 26 European countries, and it's a free movement of people. And it's a treaty that was signed in the some area. I think it's Schengen. I don't know. So it's a treaty that was signed that allows people to travel within Europe easier. A lot of countries will need a Schengen visa, but some they don't need it. You just need to buy a ticket, but you need to check where you are from. So Jamaicans, we need a Schengen visa to enter Switzerland. It's relatively, I would say, easy, especially if you're a student or if you're employed or if you run your own business that's bringing in, you know, substantial profit. It's relatively easy to get a Schengen visa, and that means you can travel to 26 European countries. That's so amazing. I mean, Austria, Germany, Liechtenstein, Switzerland, Italy, so many places. So some people may need, some may not need a Schengen visa to visit Switzerland. Question number 5. Why did you relocate to Switzerland? This is a very, yeah, I got married to a German man, and his dream was always to live in Switzerland. So when we got married, he was still living in Germany and I was living in Trinidad, and then we moved to Switzerland together. So it's my relationship that brought me to Switzerland. All right, question number 6. What advice would you have for Jamaicans wanting to relocate to Switzerland? Alright, I'm going to generalize this answer because I wouldn't say it's only for Jamaicans. It's for anyone who wants to visit Switzerland. And there's so much I would like to tell you, but of course this is one video, I cannot cover everything. So if you want me to make a separate video for this one, let me know in the comment section. But there's one important thing that I would tell everybody who wants to relocate to Switzerland is to do your research. Do not assume that it is like America or Canada or the UK, because it's not. It doesn't even have, the culture is not even similar. So do your research, please do your research and make sure you know a little bit about the place you're moving to. Question number 7 is, do you speak the language? So ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch means I speak a little bit of German. I'm not fluent, but I can get by. I can go to the shop and kaufen and buy something. I can ask questions. I can, like, usually I ask people, do you speak English? If they don't, then I try my best. It's not perfect, but I can a little bit. And I understand when someone speaks better than me speaking, and I will read as well, but not understand half of what I read. But I can pronounce the words, you know, because I went to German school. But I was very invested in it, and then I went to the UK and lost everything. I haven't gotten back that enthusiasm to really learn the language again, but it will come back. And that's one thing I want to say: if you're not enthusiastic about learning the language, you won't learn it. So give yourself time to learn it. Okay, so question number 8: is the process hard to move with a child? Okay, that's another very detailed question, and if you want me to make a separate video for that, you can let me know in the comment section. But for us, it wasn't hard because we came on a family reunited visa. So my husband was like the main sponsor for it, and it was pretty easy, really. But I think you mean, was it easy settling with a child? Let me know if you want me to do a separate video for that, because I would say it was not easy, but it was made easier because I had a partner. So if I were to be alone, it would have been much harder. But because I had a partner, or I have a partner, and my partner is very hands-on, it makes it a bit easier. So if you want me to go in more details about that, comment section. We're coming down. question number 9. Do you think you would be this happy if you hadn't made the move to Switzerland? I find this question really weird because I show like some minutes of my life on YouTube. It doesn't mean that I'm happy. I'm contented. I'm not saying that I'm not happy. I'm happy, but it's not like I'm always bubbly and happy. I mentioned on my Instagram the other day that I went through a series of depression. I was depressed, and I had to come to a point where I accept my situation, you know, the whole accepting the culture, adopting the culture, and it was hard. So I don't know about this question about being happy. I mean, I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful that we have this experience, but if I was in Jamaica or in Trinidad or in the UK or here in Switzerland, I would have had to find a way to be happy and to be contented and to be satisfied. So anywhere in the world I am, I would have to try to be contented and happy. So I hope that answered your question. So Switzerland doesn't make me happy. I am happy where I am, you know. So yeah. What is it like for your son in school? Okay, so I don't go to school with my son, so that's a question he would have to answer. If you want me to invite him on the channel for him to sit down and tell you what it is like for him, we can do that. We were planning to do that, so just confirm with me and we will do that. 11, yeah. Did you pick up the language? I just did that before. So number 12, how can I move to Switzerland? Okay, that's a tough question. There are a number of ways. For me, as I said before, I married someone who is a European, and he was at the time working in Zurich, so that made it even easier for him to apply for to move to, because he wasn't living here as well. He's German, so it was easy for him to apply to live in Switzerland, and he bought a property. So when you buy a property, that makes it easier to move here. So he bought one, moved over, and said he wants his family with him. That was quite easy. I don't know how it is now. You can also find a job. Like if you find a job in Switzerland, that can give you right to come here. However, it is the job market here is very strict, very tight, so they look out for their people first. So it's Swiss people who get the job first, then European, and then third country. What do you call it? Like they call it not third world, but like depending on if you're in the union or if you're not. Even though Switzerland is not in the union, but the preference goes to the people in the union second before somebody outside of the union, the European Union. And so it's quite hard to find a job here, especially if it's in IT. It's much easier. IT is easy. Anything IT is easy. Not easy, but easier than if you domestic jobs. You probably won't get a visa to come and live here. Probably hotel maybe. I don't know so much, but yeah, through a job, and if you get married to somebody, a European or a Swiss who wants to come and live here. Outside of that, I don't really know. School, yes, school. You can get to come here, and then when you're done with school, of course, you have to go back home. But if you get a job here, then yes. Next question is, why did you start YouTube? So I have many reasons why I started YouTube. So I started this particular channel like in 2018 when I went on holiday. You know, when I just came here, we went on holiday like 4 times a year. Whenever David was out of school, we were somewhere, and I was like, oh my god, I wish all Jamaicans could see this. So I started filming it, and and I was very excited, and then I stopped. I didn't really continue with it. And then 2018 I did an internship as a digital content creator, and I did it for 6 months and I loved it. And I was conceptualizing MOOC, which is a mass open online course. So I had to write the script, I had to conceptualize it, write the script, film it, present it. Well, I was filmed, but I presented it and helped with the post-production, like editing and stuff. So I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So I was like, how can I continue this? Like, I want to, be on camera, I want to share. And I thought, oh yeah, I have my YouTube channel, which I started some time back. Now I'm a little bit more confident in front of the camera, so I can share my travel videos, like when I hence the name In the Travel Life of Danelle. So I can share my travel videos, like I can film my travels plus share them and whatever. So the channel has evolved and I'm doing all different kind of things. I don't know, I'm just sharing my experiences, and yeah, that's why I started, so I could share my experiences with Jamaicans, with everyone, and also to just do what I love. Like, I really like this. And when I'm editing this, I'll be laughing. Like, when I'm editing stuff, I'm laughing. I'm really into it. I really feel it. I'm not the best editor, for sure not. I have no professional training, but it's something I like and probably something I'll explore deeper. Alright, I think we have one more question. Okay, no, 2 more. So one person is asking, explain Swiss school system. So girl, that will probably take 2 videos because the Swiss school system is so complicated. Yeah, the Swiss school system is so complicated. Every town has a different system. So if you want me to do a video, well, I will do a video on this, like explaining our town, because the next town has a different system. So the last question is, what do you do for a living? So guys, as I said before, I have my own business. I have a hair salon. Well, guys, that's also my other passion, doing hair and like starting businesses. And I've always loved entrepreneurship since the time I went to college and I had to do an entrepreneurship class. I've loved it, but I never really got off very well. Like, I would try different things. Like, I'm like that. I'm a starter. I would try different things and not see them through. And yeah, when I came here, I was like, what can I do? I can do hair. And at first, I was like, I did hair at people's house and I do that. And then I said, I have to finish my degree no matter what. I go finish my degree, got my degree, then I came back and I got my internship job. But I knew I didn't want to work a 9 to 5. I knew I didn't want to work a 9 to 5. I don't care about wealth. Like, I don't want to work a job where I'm getting 200,000 a year, but then I have no time, and the rat race, I didn't really want that. So I said, okay, let me use my knowledge because my degree is in international business management. Let me use that knowledge and start up a little business here. So I found a business incubator online that was in Zurich. I signed up for it, applied for it, got in, so I could get like some connection and more support in starting my business here in Switzerland. So guys, I did that. At the end of it, I won a prize of 5,000 Swiss francs to put towards my business. And so now I have my own hair salon in Zurich. Small, but it's a start. So that's what I do for a living here, and the plan is to grow, and yeah, who knows. So I'm now also writing a little entrepreneurial book to support somebody who would like to start their own small business, because I think I've learned a whole heap from, everywhere, from my mistakes, from my experiences trying to start businesses, and from the you know, my studies and participating in the program, in the singer program, I've learned a lot. So I've been working on a little book where I'm writing my experiences and my journey. I'm writing my journey on how I started the business and how you can start your own business, you know, step by step. Yeah, so that's it guys. Thank you for sitting with me. Thank you for listening to me. This video is gonna be long. People are now looking at me. But yeah, and that's it. So until next time, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video. I'm whispering, I know, because I'm on the train. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video and to the channel. And